Hey guys, Enigmatic Mr. L here. I wanted to make a quick video going over potential new characters they can add to Fire Emblem Shadows before the game probably loses all relevancy in like a month or two. Specifically, new Fire Emblem characters they can add, ones that have already exist in the mainline series of games. So going over my rule set, I'm trying to choose iconic characters. There are a few side characters here and there because the main character wouldn't fit for one reason or another. And I'm also going over variety over Fire Emblem games. So we already have Lyn from Blazing Blade and Dimitri from Three Houses, so I won't be choosing any more characters from those games. The animals must make at least some amount of sense. I had to stretch it for a few of them, but there's at least like a method to my madness. And lastly, I'm trying to avoid animal repeats. So we already have Centaur Lyn and Lion Dimitri. I'm not going to be going out using either of those animals. And the animal motifs that I went with, they're only in there like once per selection. With that out of the way, let's just go on with the list. Starting with Pegasus Sheeta. I think this one makes a lot of sense. Sheeta is a fairly important character. She's kind of like Lord adjacent in a way. She's always with her like trusty steed Pegasus. Like, hey, why not just take that one step further? Just have her like grow wings, maybe like a horn, and I think that would work. I could also see maybe her doing like a siren if you wanted to go like keeping in line with like mythology, because she kind of like she's the apple of Marth's eye. She kind of flirts with like Roger, that sort of thing. But I think Pegasus would work better overall. Next, I have Sheep Celica. Sheep and lambs are often associated with like religion, which fits in with Celica being like a follower of Milla. And also, sheeps are known are characterized for being not very, very bright. And that fits with Celica being tricked by Jeddah so easily. Next, I have Turtle Arden. The game's opening, as Alec calls him, like strong as an ox, slow as a turtle. So I could kind of go with either one, but I think he's most known for just being slow, both in speed and in movement. And turtles are very high, like in defense. So like they're known for like their armor, their shell. So that fits with like Arden as well. I mean, I think Arden's too like minor of a character fit here, but he was one of the three genealogy of the Holy War characters added to Heroes, along with Sigurd, the protagonist, and Ira. He's got a lot of meme potential going for him, so I think this one fits. Next, I have Dog Finn. This one's a little bit of a stretch, but I really just went with this just because dogs are like the epitome of loyalty, which fits Finn's character to a T. And Finn is a fairly important character. He's in both generations of genealogy of the Holy War, the only character to do so, and he's a playable character from the start in Thracia 776. So I think this works well. Next, I have Tiger Deke. So I wanted to go with Roy as like, because he's known as like either like the young lion or the brave lion, but we already have Dimitri filling that lion motif. Deke has like a nickname like the Wounded Tiger, thanks to like his scars he's got. Like I think it was protecting Klein or Klein. So I think this one fits. Admittedly, Deke, he's not the most like iconic character, but he was important enough to make it into Heroes. He got a bond ring and Engage. In fact, like the bond ring is one of the few that actually grants like a bonus effect. I think it's like plus 20 hit with like smash weapons. He also has a sticker in Smash Ultimate. And I watched someone like play through Binding Blade where like chat could vote on which characters they wanted to use. And Deke, I think, was like number one, which is probably just because his name sounds like something else. But still a little bit of a stretch, but I think this one works. So skipping over Blazing Blade, since we already have Lyn, for Ephraim, I went with like boar because boars are symbolic of strength, ferocity, and courage, all of which fits like Ephraim fairly well. And they're also known for like their savage nature, which fits in with Ephraim like craving combat. I didn't really know who to pick for Path of Radiance since it already has like characters shifting into like ravens or hawks, that sort of thing. But I went with Bird Micaiah. She has like her trusty like bird companion Yoon, who's later revealed to be like the goddess of chaos. Just make her like an orange color, like give her some wings, maybe like a beak. I think this one would work well enough. Keeping with wings, I have Butterfly Lucina. She's with like a butterfly in the opening of Fire Emblem Awakening. Her mask is like a butterfly shape. Just grow her some wings as well. I think this one works fair enough. Next, I have Cow Camilla or Cow Milla, just because Intelligent Systems likes to like milk Lyn and Camilla outfits for all they are worth. There's no other way to associate Camilla with a cow. I would like to go with like Kaze here as like a mouse. You read some of his supports. That works. You see that, or like Ryoma as a lobster. But like I said, there's no way intelligence system is passing up the opportunity to make another Lynn alt or Camilla alts to probably add Fire Emblem heroes. And last but not least, I have Cobra Elir. So I kind of wanted to go with Veil for this. That fits, but I was trying to have a blend balance between male and female characters. Interestingly, we never see what Elir's dragon form might look like, but if his father is any indication to go off of, it probably based off like a snake or more specifically a cobra. So I think this one would work fairly well. And that's all for this video. If you have any ideas for other potential Fire Emblem characters, what animal forms they could have, please let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Enigmatic Mr. L, signing out.